Ah, this be the new hero, Rakeesh.
I was here yesterday.
You are most welcome in Shapir. The Sultan has been seeking a hero since the forces of dark magic overwhelmed Razir.
Hello.
It is good to see you, young hero. A nice day to be adventuring. You have truly earned the title of hero.
And I'm humble too. Okay, but I kind of meant to talk to him. See if he has anything to say.
My name is Rasha Rakeesh Satarna. I am called Rakeesh. I am of the Lion Tar people. The Sultan summoned me to Shapir to aid against the dark magic which even now hovers near this city. I fear, though, that I am not the hero I was once. Perhaps you will become the hero they need. Foreshadow, foreshadow.
Let's see if you can tell me anything
The
more
way of
about
the
Paladins.
Paladin is to seek to know that which truly is. The Paladin strives to learn his own inner nature and that of others. The Paladin does whatever needs to be done to bring light to the world. Not for glory, not for gain. The Paladin becomes a Paladin because it is his will.
Tell me about Will.
The will is the very essence of your soul.
It also determines who will inherit your stuff.
That was almost worthy of the dervish. Anything you say about
Shapir has many tales to tell. Of what do you wish to discuss?
rumors?
The stories told about Razir lead one to suspect that it is not a very pleasant place to be.
Okay, he really has nothing new. You could talk to Simba, but he just shows off.
One of us is gonna have to talk to Simba.
You got anything new for me, Ahura?
Always be things going on here, much to talk about. What do you want to know?
Rumors?
Maybe they be needing new guildmaster here soon, I be thinking. When problems be in Shapir, I be here. When problems be going, I be going. I told you that already, I think.
Yes, you did. So, nothing else to do, really. Except for training.
And so at this point we might look at your stats.
And then I will be cutting the video to do more training off camera. I think because this is not the most exciting thing in the world. Oh! Hi, Rakeesh.
Well, actually, since Uhura has new things to say here.
So this is kind of where we are.
I need to try to max parry and dodge and weapon use and strength. My strength is pathetic. No wonder it sure keeps beating me. Don't trip on the baby hero.
Nope.
Okay.
Why would you want to say hello again anyway? You're just in a new room with him.
Because it apps my communications, clearly!
Before Simba was born, I be doing some hunting in the desert, fought many monsters. If you be wanting to know more about them, just say so.
I don't think she actually has anything new to say.
Yeah. But
Strong fighter with claws and beak indeed. Yeah, no.
What about Rakeesh? Yes!
The sword is the finest of weapons. It requires both skill and strength in order to wield correctly.
Strength?
Your physical strength determines the damage dealt by your blows, but power only makes a difference if you are at least as good a swordsman as your opponent.
Skill?
Skill is really what matters in combat. A talented swordsman can adapt his style the second the situation requires it. If someone only depends on his physical power in combat, he may be better off wielding a club. I'm not an elitist.
Daggers?
A dagger is incapable of doing large amounts of damage, but it can still be deadly in the hands of an experienced wielder. They can double as projectiles. I personally do not prefer their use.
How about training?
Training is vital to a warrior's prowess. You can afford to make mistakes and learn from them. In real combat, taking too many mistakes will leave you gravely injured or even dead. I'm sorry. In order to become a warrior in Uhura's tribe, one must be speedy, accurate, and agile. This is easily recognized in her fighting style.
Fighting styles?
Uhura mostly depends on her agility and mobility to get the better of her opponents.
Advice?
Properly evading or blocking Uhura's attacks should be the first thing on your mind at all times. Attack when you see an opening, but be prepared for counterattacks. Like that thing where she flips up. A swordsman such as yourself should focus on sticking close to his opponent in order to avoid being caught off guard by long-distance attacks, occasionally backing off when your opponent mounts an offense. Mirror your opponent's fighting style. Mount an offense to break through his guard and retaliate with counterattacks if he becomes more aggressive. Use the correct sword technique in the appropriate situation and you'll be able to overcome any opponent within your abilities.
That may be the longest way of saying absolutely nothing useful I've ever heard.
Thank you.
Technique?
There are several techniques that can aid you in battle. Proper use of each of them is often the key to victory. When mounting an offense, an inverse swing can be used to follow up a swing for additional damage. Use the rising slash to turn the tables on an opponent who relies on high attacks. Use the counter slash to retaliate against blockable attacks by your adversary. When you are forced to jump back to avoid damage, your instincts may trigger the leaping lunge.
Now I get to ask about all these. Inverse swing.
The inverse swing is a quick and easy follow-up whenever your initial swing connects. Repeated double swings can wear down enemies quickly. Unless your opponent has sharp reflexes, your second swing will always connect.
If you do an inverse swing, tap 9 and during the last part of the swing. Rising swing.
The rising slash, especially when performed with a sword, is a perfect counter against high attacks. The opponent's attacking momentum will often prevent him from dodging.
A rising slash is performed by ducking an opponent's high attack, then tapping 7 before getting up. Counter slash?
Counterattacks are what separate an experienced swordsman from one who doesn't have as many experience points. An opponent whose weapon is blocked will be off balance for a split second. Quick retaliation will turn your adversary's aggression against him, bringing quick defeat to those who rely solely on relentless attacks. Those swift counterattacks can still be blocked or dodged by your opponent. You must always keep your guard up.
Counter slashes are performed by pressing 9 after blocking an attack, or by pressing 7 after parrying one.
It's worth noting that these are all unlocked by getting to a certain level of skill at the relevant stat.
Right. Leaping lunge.
The lunge is useful as a surprise attack, but only someone who has mastered his weapon will be able to use it at will. The lunge depends more on instinct than anything else.
Leaping lunge cannot be employed directly, but will be randomly activated when jumping backwards.
I am sorry, but Uhura is the guildmaster and combat instructor here. I generally do not spar with visitors.
What a letdown. Okay. So now that we've learned all that, I will just be cutting this here and coming back when I have done some more grinding. So ta-ta for now.
Au revoir. See you sometime.
Bye.